No, I did not get all the cores. I'm still missing 2.
Hurt.
Oh crap. I have the wrong thing equipped. Parlor dressing room. Yeah, I found 2 more of the star cores, and they were not in the area where I thought they would be. So they were kind of just out and about. So that doesn't actually give me much hope to finding the other 2. Because now it's like, well, they could be anywhere.
Nice.
And it is possible that I may have actually just walked over one and didn't even realize it. Crap, I'm actually getting low on ammo now. What is this? Hey, I know you're an operator and I'm Pac, but that ain't mean we can't be friendly or whatever. I saw the way you were looking at me. I'm open for crossing enemy lines, if you know what I mean. Meet me in the hub. After sundown, I know a place we can go. That good-looking guy with the something. I'm actually kind of surprised that these people know how to read and write. Might as well just loot everything I have here. See anything else I miss? I can always come back for this stuff.
Anyway, he's this really big guy. I mean, huge guy, actually. I don't remember his name. Doesn't matter. Shut up.
Got a gun. I have been using a lot of these rounds, though. I'm just basically going through places and just wiping out the gangs as I go. I have to be careful with this next place, though. Like her, she's cool. I'm not gonna kill her.
You won't see hidden Cappy codes without the glasses. Make sure you're wearing them while you search.
Yeah, I don't want to kill her. And I'm trying not to kill the slaves. In fact, I don't think I've killed a single slave yet. So this next place that I go into, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful. I'm gonna have to probably snipe a lot of these guys with non-explosive rounds, just to make sure I don't kill anybody. Yeah, I should kill this guy. He's the one who got me into all this.
Just wanted to say, no hard feelings. All right?
Screw you, Harvey.
Surprised to see me alive?
Hey, I may be surprised, but in a good way. All right? Just because I got you in here.
Yeah, there are slaves in
I
Nuka
didn't
World.
regret it.
It's okay. I get it.
Thank God. If it's any consolation, I'm glad you made it. I lost my real family. Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traders are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't killed any slaves yet. But you'll notice them because usually they're in really raggedy attire, and they've got these see that red thing on her neck?
After a while.
She's a slave. And initially she was a trader, but she got lured in here and they stuck a collar on her and basically said, look, do what we say or we're gonna kill you. Oh no, Nira's dead. That's too bad. Okay, here's where we're gonna be careful. And this is another reason why I'm turning on the Nuka World Raiders, because they turn people into slaves, which is BS. And now they're trying to get me to raid in the Commonwealth, which is where I built up all of my settlements, and I'm like, that's not gonna work. But yeah, there are several slaves in here, and there's also innocent traders. So I pretty much have to use VATS here. Otherwise, because if I just go in just, you know, guns blazing, I'm gonna kill a lot of innocent people. Okay, good. He left. Yeah, so there's a lot of innocent traders just hanging out. So I gotta be careful which people get. Not them. There we go. Mercury. No. Not exactly. Let me grab their leg. Yeah, see, at least all these guys are running away. Good. That's what I want them to do. I want the traders to run away so that they don't get shot. I think there's only one person left in here now. That I have to kill. Let's see, where are you? There he is. Yeah, that's actually going to be a tough 95. Okay, at least I got him. Nope. Don't want to kill them. Don't want to kill them. Okay, good. So all the baddies are dead, but all just the travelers and the traders, I don't want to kill them. They're okay.
10 different guys, all of them swearing it's true. When you get a story like that, well, you just
Okay, so they're all dead. She's fine. She's good. Okay.
the way this
Sure, I'm here to trade.
Look, see, here's another slave.
Letting my guard down for a second. I'd bring my kids here someday.
She's a slave as well.
Raiders.
Okay, so I think we're good in here now. The rest of these are just travelers. Okay.
The guy selling chems is a little
But
off.
yeah, those star cores, I have no idea where the other two are. I'm gonna have to go and look at the monitor again, which means I actually have to clear out the gang that's there, which I'm gonna do anyway. But yeah, it's gonna be a little war. In fact, there are a couple of conflicts I had earlier, excuse me, that I didn't even stream. I probably should have, because they were pretty amazing battles. But that's the only reason I'm streaming this tonight, is because I was thinking of doing Link Evolution. But I was like, no, I've got some pretty amazing battles coming up here. So, yeah, there are bodies all over the place here. See? There's some that I haven't even looted yet, because I was just moving through people so quickly. Yeah, it was pretty wild out here. There were bombs and massive explosions, and it was, yeah, see, there are bodies everywhere. Look, this is the power armor that I came across here. I didn't even use it. I probably should have used it. Would have made things a little easier. But yeah, I almost died a few times here, because there were just a lot of them have despawned too, but there were just so many of them. There was probably about 3 dozen. I picked off one to start the battle and killed him instantly, and then like 3 dozen came out after me, and I was like, oh crap. And even with the explosive rounds, they were still pretty hard to get down. All right, let's see, where are we going next? I'll just know. Okay, I don't want to go right to. Yeah, see, if I go there, it's gonna spawn me right in the middle of all of them. I don't really want to do that. Yeah, this is gonna get ugly. Try out Gulch Theater. Well, here we go. And pretty much all of these guys are well armed. None of them have pipe pistols. They all have like AK-47 knockoffs and stuff like that. So they're pretty serious guns. But now I know what's going on with YouTube. Let me see, where am I? But yeah, apparently even when I end my stream with YouTube, YouTube thinks it's still going. When I use the YouTube Studio app, it even like I said, even when I end the stream, it still thinks it's going. So it pushes to everybody, hey, you know, this person's still streaming. And then of course you go there and there's no stream. It basically just shows like the last minute of my stream and that ends. But yeah, it was doing that. It was doing that all last night. Oh, here they come. Actually, this is a pretty good spot to be because I've got a wall here. But at the same time, I've got this blocking my shot. Let me just see if I can pick off a few of these here. What I probably should have done is probably set down a few mines and let them run over to me, and the mines will just take out several of them. Let me see, what other grenades do I... Well, I could just start flailing grenades at them. Here, have a grenade. That'll probably take out one. Or not. Okay, yeah, there's somebody right there. Okay, that got somebody.
Not wherever you are.
I've got so many grenades that I can just kind of afford to do this. Oh, somebody sneak it up on me. Yeah, the grenades are surprisingly effective. Oh gosh, there's somebody behind me. How did they get behind me? I don't even see them. Okay, there they are. I didn't even see them get behind me. Maybe they came around the side there. They flanked me. Okay, there's somebody else right there. Oh, yep, they're there. Have a grenade. That's for you. Oh my god, they didn't die. Damn it. Mysterious stranger.
Show yourself.
Okay, now they're starting to flank me. We're moving in.
You're not afraid, are you?
Oh, the physics are great. Poisoner's combat armor. No bites so far on the lightning storm. I listed it last night. I didn't expect it would sell quickly. It'll probably sit up there for at least a few days. Yep, finally put it on there. Figure now is probably, I mean, the price is moving a little bit, but not very much. It's kind of settled between like 122 and 130. So I put it at 126. And I'm like, well, somebody will hopefully pick it up here. A little spot over here that I haven't discovered yet. Oh, great. Just when I need more crickets. I finally saw a story on Mixer today, like a big story. And I was actually corrected. I thought that Ninja had gotten 10 million. No, he got between 20 and 30 million. So he got a ton of freaking money to go to Mixer. And it was only, and the weird thing is it feels like it was so long ago, but it wasn't. It was only back in, it was last August. It feels like it's been a couple years, but it's not. So yeah, he was given 20 to 30 million dollars less than a year ago. And already that they're just calling it quits. Oh, he's still not dead. Oh. Mysterious stranger is funny. Where's the last one? Oh, it's way over there. But yeah, just today there have been a lot of people who have actually built followings over on Mixer who are insanely upset, which is understandable. Because some people they you know, they bet on Mixer. And so instead of doing Twitch or YouTube, they went there. And some of them have some pretty good followings. And yeah, a month from now, that's going to all be gone. They're trying to transition them over to Facebook gaming. But of course, you know, a lot of people just don't, you know, some people don't use Facebook. Other people use it, but they despise it, which is understandable. And yeah, it's gonna be rough for some of them because Facebook gaming doesn't pay anything as far as I know. In fact, I'm kind of curious about that. I've never heard. Let me see. Facebook gaming. Yeah, I don't remember them ever saying anything about. Well, here it is. Makes your Facebook browse tournaments. Great tournament event. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I guess unless you're just trying to build a crowd or build a following, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me because I don't see people making money like this unless they're just straight donations. At least with Twitch and YouTube, you're able to make ad revenue. But yeah, unless they're straight donations, you're not going to make any money on Facebook. But there are a few people already on there they've got over 1,000 people watching them, which is good. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even realize that this dashboard existed. Facebook.com/gaming. I didn't even know this was here. That kind of gives you an idea of how popular this is. I mean, it is sort of popular from what I understand, but I guess, I don't know. I don't know how I missed it all this time. Let's see, browse streamers. But yeah, no ad revenue here. Facebook keeps all the ad revenue. And that's going to be, I mean, that's going to be a lot of ad revenue. They're probably very happy about this. Because now all those Mixer people who were used to, making a few extra dollars with Embers are now no longer going to get that money. There are actually quite a few people on here with a lot of followers, but on Facebook, it's actually not that hard to get followers. It's a little harder on other places like Twitch and YouTube. Oh, here's a girl that, wow, there's a lot of, and I'm putting air quotes here, gamer girls. Now, some of them actually do game, and that's great. I think that's awesome. But yeah, you can tell a lot of them just basically get on here and just look pretty. That's their whole thing. They don't actually care about the game so much. I mean, if they want to dress up and look nice, that's fine. But at least play the game, I guess. Isn't that what, certain other places are for, I guess? And I'm not saying adult websites. I'm not saying that at all. But yeah, I found that, and this is just my opinion, I found that I get a little, not necessarily annoyed, but I get tired of those people pretty quickly. The ones who say that they're gamer girls, and then of course they play like one game for like 30 minutes, and then the rest of the stream they're just sitting there looking pretty and just, it just doesn't, I just don't find that entertaining. I guess for some people it's good because some people just want somebody to talk to. So I guess that works, but it's a little odd. What is this? Why can't I get over there? I'm like jumping on mountains here. Yeah, it's not letting me discover whatever this is. Oh, I'm stuck. Come on. Damn it. Yeah, I don't think I can go any further. But yeah, again, I guess, I'm not gonna hate on those people that do that stuff. Because again, if I were a hot looking chick, I'd probably do it too. No, I'm not gonna hate on them. People want to give you money to just sit there and look pretty. I mean, why not? It makes me wonder. Let me drop like 40 pounds and get back on my muscle regimen when I was younger. Oh man, there's already a battle going on here. I think it's between the gangs. Yeah, operators. Let me see. There are operators here. Just operators. Who's over here? The Giddy Up Kid. Oh, they're fighting him. So apparently the Giddy Up Kid is a little pissed. Oh, the bloodworms are back. What are they doing back here? They're not supposed to be back. And I can't even... Oh, wow. And apparently the bloodworm is my friend? Yeah, when they're purple like this, it basically means that they're friendly. Okay. I guess the bloodworms are my friend. Let me creep around through here. Let's see what else I can find going on. Yeah, poor Giddy Up Kid's getting plastered here. That's weird. I wonder why it won't let me discover that. What is over there? Now I'm really curious. And again, this little thing is still there, telling me there's something there when there isn't. Okay, let's just go up here and get a bird's eye view on what's happening. Yeah, all the operators are oh, poor Giddy Up Kid's about to die. Oh wait, I don't think he dies. I think he just powers down. He might be marked as essential. So, yeah, he's back again. So I think... There he goes. Yeah, he's at full health again. So he's marked as essential. So they'll fight him forever, and he'll eventually kill all of them. But I actually have to go and get in and see what the deal is with Facebook gaming then, because I mean, like I said, I'd never really. I mean, I'd kind of heard about it, but it just didn't seem like a real option. But I guess if it's gonna be there, because I do stream on Facebook, but I stream to my page because that's the only thing that Restream will allow me to do. They have an option to stream to other pages or whatever page you want, but you gotta pay, and I don't really want to pay if I don't have to. If their service was like $5 a month, then I'd be like, yeah, sure, we'll pay. The thing is, I just don't want to build a following over on Facebook. So, well, I guess I kind of do, because a lot of people who use Facebook, they use it mostly as a social thing. And then if they want like actual videos, then they come to places like YouTube. Okay, I'm helping the Giddy Up Kid here. This guy's dead. Okay, I think they're all a little further in. Okay, there's one. Hold on. Oh, he's way over there. Come on, stay still, damn it. I keep forgetting to set up my face cam. I keep doing that. I'm terrible about that. I'm sorry. Should I just do it right now? Yeah, just do it right now, man. Screw it. I won't even pause the stream. I'll just... Yeah, just sit here and wait, guys, and listen to me set this thing up. Oh, God. I didn't even see that. The one thing about these guys is they're hard to see at night. Ah, damn it. He mutated. Crap, I'm gonna get caught by a grenade. Oh, speaking of North Korea, I know you mentioned a little bit ago. They blew up that place It was like a strategic sort of like joint kind of thing that they were doing with South Korea. And last week it was in the news that they blew it up. I mean, they literally blew it up. They destroyed it. And a lot of people took that as, oh, well, there's North Korea doing crazy stuff again. What are they going to do now? And they were all, you know, moving their troops around and apparently getting ready for war. But, of course, it was the same old crap they always do. Now they're backing down again. And it's like, why do we even screw with those people anymore? Such a pointless thing now. That, I mean, again, if China wasn't there, North Korea would not even exist. And I hope they recognize that. I'm sure they do. But yeah, it's getting so old at this point. I mean, we've been dealing with that regime for decades now. It's like, you know, maybe I almost want to say maybe we should just invade. But at the same time, that's another war. You know, we don't want to get back into a war. But yeah, they're just too busy screwing around, doing stupid things. Yeah, I really don't know what that is over there. Yeah, I don't know how to get there. Because apparently there's something there, and I don't see any other way to get to it. I wonder if I'm trying to remember if there's something up there, like just like a little spot to stand or something. Because yeah, I can't jump across. There we go. Yeah, I don't know how to get up there. Well, I guess I could jump. Well, I don't know if I could be able to get off across that hedge. Oh, come on, jump! There we go. Let's see, it's over here. Well, there's nothing back here. I wonder, I could probably get up on that wall. No, no, don't slide. Come on. Damn it. It's not letting me jump again. There we go. No, don't fall. Damn it. This is such a pain in the butt. Yeah, I don't think I have the jump to... Yeah, I can't get up there. I would have to have an armor suit with the jetpack on it. Okay, so let's go back here. Because apparently the discovery point's right here. See how it's kind of moving along there on my little mini-map below there? But there's nothing here. It's just an empty spot. Oh, well, I've pissed off some bugs now. Oh. I think I know what it is now. There, outside one of these areas, there's a place for bugs. And, oops, come on, jump, damn it. I think it's a hive. I bet that's what it is. Yeah, I can't get there from here. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Maybe I can get up on the wall over here. Come on, jump, damn it. So what do you think, Dre? Protesting there for votes. I'm telling you, man, he probably knows he's not going to win. Come on, get up there. Damn it, I can't get up there. He knows he's not going to win, so he's just doing just stupid stuff. And this is the point. This is the part that I was actually really worried about. Is that he's kind of come to the conclusion that he's not going to win. And so now he might start doing some really, really dumb stuff. And I don't mean dumb as in he just doesn't know what he's doing, but dumb as in he's, you know, it's kind of like the whole, oh, what's the wording I'm looking for? He can't keep the house, so he's going to burn it down, essentially. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. Because he knows he can't win. And he knows he's not going to win. So at this point, he's just like, screw it, I'm just going to burn this thing down. If you can't have it, then none of you can... Or if I can't have it, then none of you can... Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, there's something down there now. Let's see. 16. Oh, there's a magazine over there. Let's see. Can I jump up here? I cannot. Damn it. There are ghouls down there, though. Okay. Oh, I think I know what this is. This looks like an employee area. Okay, so I gotta finish off these ghouls. But yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about, because now, like I said, since he feels he has nothing left to lose, he's just gonna burn it down. So I sincerely hope that other people start recognizing this, and when he starts giving these, because it's gonna happen, he's gonna start making these really odd executive orders, and I hope that every single one of them gets challenged so it doesn't get put into place. Because, yeah, he's gonna start doing some really insane stuff now. You thought it was bad before. Oh, it's about to get worse. Ow! Get off me, boy. I'll smack you in the head. Yeah, he's gonna start doing some really... It's scary because, again, you never really think about how much power one person has, and then you're like, well, he's, you know, he can do a lot of bad things. That's a little scary. There was, I also saw a video today of it was, and I may actually resub to Netflix because I saw this. I'd heard of it, but I'd never seen any of the screenshots or any of the previews of it. There's a documentary on Netflix called 13 that compares today's world with how things were back during the Jim Crow era and during the 1960s, during the push for civil rights. And it's kind of it's strange because in a way, like I'd mentioned before, it feels like we should have come a lot further than we have. And then when you think about where we were back in like the 50s and 60s and compare it to today, you realize that we really haven't come very far at all. Because there was they basically took video, like I said, from the 50s and 60s of white people, you know, pushing black people, attacking black people just for being around. Like sometimes they were just going out to try and vote. They were going to protests or coming back from protests, and white people would just surround them. Oh, no, don't do that. I'm trying to pop his leg. There we go. White people would just surround them and push them and start punching them like in the back of the head. That sort of thing. And again, you want to believe that that's something in the past. That's you think about it and you're like, oh, that can't possibly be how it is today. But it is, because that sort of thing actually still happens. And I wouldn't have really believed it, but then again, like I said, they took video from the 50s and 60s and juxtapositioned it next to video from a lot of the Trump rallies. And they were being the same way. There's a video of a black man trying to actually leave a Trump rally because they asked him to leave. And so he's like, all right, I'm not going to cause problems. So he's there, and he's making his way up this flight of stairs to get out of there. And some old random white dude just, bam, just hauls off and pops him. And I'm just like, dude, what the F, man? I was like, was that guy not arrested? I mean, how do you do something like that and get away with it? And as far as I know, that guy got away with it. He just straight out punched this black man in the face who was peacefully trying to leave. And then there's video of that old man after the fact, and he's saying, yeah, if he comes back again, we're gonna have to kill him. And I'm just like, Jesus Christ, man, what is going on? How have we, you know, it's just weird, dude. And it really makes me think it's not necessarily that we've regressed, it's that we thought that things had changed, because for a while, especially like during the 80s and into the 90s,
Sweet.
a lot of people had made it very clear that racism was unacceptable. And so instead of actually changing who they were, racists just got quiet for a while. That's all they did. They still had their racist ideologies and all that, but now that what's his name is in office, they feel like they can come out and say these things again and act this way. It's disheartening, man. And I just don't get it. I don't understand it. In fact, I shared a video on Discord. Come on, get those coins out of there. Yeah, I shared a video on Discord about this woman. They were interviewing her. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to teach my grandkids to hate you too. And I'm like, why? Black woman slapped a cop and called him a cracker. Verdict says she wasn't being racist. That's a snapshot. I mean, that in itself, if I'm talking just about that incident, that is racist. It is. I'm not, believe me, I am not letting black people, or any other people for that matter, be black, white, brown, you know, whatever. I'm not letting any of them get off the hook with racism. Racism is just, it doesn't matter who's doing it, it's still bad. So, again, just based on that, you know, out of context comment, I'd have to say, no, that's not acceptable. Oh, crap. Oh, man, more of them are coming. Get away! But yeah, just based on that out of context comment, I'd have to say, no, that's absolutely unacceptable. I mean, because you're not supposed to slap a cop anyway. Yeah, that's bad. Don't do that. But then for her to also make the comment is just, you know, she basically slapped him in the face, and then she slapped him in the face again with a comment. So yeah, believe me, I'm not giving them a pass. There are racist black people out there too. And some people would even argue that, well, you know, they're racist because they've had to deal with racism all their life. That's true. I can see how that might be a valid reason for that person being racist. Like, as far as, well, they became that way because they were treated like crap their entire lives. That happens. However, I would hope that even though someone is treated badly, they can still take it upon themselves to be the bigger person and say, you know, I may have been treated like crap all my life, but I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be bitter, and I'm not going to judge an entire race of people by the actions of a few. I think I've actually seen that video, James. I want to. It sounds familiar to me. I know one of the bigger videos going around is that video of that one woman who was getting arrested, and she was basically telling the cop, "Oh, you're gonna get fired. You're gonna get fired." I thought that was actually a little funny, but yeah, I'm not letting anybody get away with that stuff, man. I don't care what color your skin is, dude. If you hate somebody simply because of the color of their skin, you are a racist. It's that easy. And people who, I've actually heard people say, "Oh, well, if you're black, you can't be racist." Oh, yes, you can. Oh, hell yeah. I've seen some extraordinarily racist black people in my life. But again, you know, some might argue, well, the reason they act that way is because they've been treated like crap all their lives. And that's probably true. They probably have been treated like crap all of their lives. I still don't think that, well, at least, again, this is coming from my perspective, and thankfully I've not been the victim of a ridiculous amount of racism. But at the same time, I always think to myself, you know, it'd be easy for me to, God, how do I get up there? It'd be easy for me to be upset and to use that as a crutch for my own shortcomings. And I think that's what a lot of people do, is they turn to, you know, to kind of deflect from their own issues. They basically try to point the finger at somebody else and say, oh, well, you know, I hate those people, and I'm gonna hate you for the rest of my life. That's your thing. I don't see the point in that. I just can't. I think to myself, I'm like, I'm not gonna live my life like that.
Nice.
You know, if a white person or a black person, whoever does something terrible to me, that's that particular person, not the entire race. It's not the same thing. Because I've known some really great white people. I've known some pretty terrible white people. Same thing with any other race out there. And I'm not ignoring the fact that even part of my heritage is Mexican, although I'm not 100% Mexican, not that it matters, but part of my heritage is Mexican. And going down to Mexico, oh yeah, there's some racist Mexicans down there too. I've been there, I've heard it, I've seen it. There are some very racist people in Mexico. Heck, my grandmother, on my dad's side, yeah, she wasn't hardcore racist, but yeah, a lot of people might say that she was a product of her own time. But again, that doesn't really, you know, because, you know, my grandmother, she was a child back in like the 30s and 40s, back when it wasn't a big deal to refer to certain people in certain derogatory terms. That's just how it was back then. And some people may make that excuse, but still, I'm not going to excuse the fact that that's how she turned out. That's just how she was. And I don't think she was necessarily racist at heart, but because of where she grew up and how she was raised, it turned her into a particular type of person. And that's unfortunate. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Well, we found a little employee area. Oh, against everybody, man. Like my grandmother. The one thing, and I've mentioned it before, the one thing that I really remember is that one of my uncles was married to an Asian woman. And a very nice Asian woman. I only met her a couple of times because I'm not very close with my dad's side of the family. But my grandmother, when she was alive, she would always refer to her as the Orientals. Which, again, when you think about that, you know, back in the 40s, you know, the 30s and 40s and 50s, that's what they were called. And it was just sort of, I mean, it's not necessarily a derogatory term. It's, you know, it's just something that in today's world, we just think, okay, that's probably not the best way to talk about, you know, Asian Americans or Asians in particular or anything like that. You just don't do that nowadays. You know, so it's a little weird. But yeah, she didn't like certain things that my Asian aunt would do. Because in my Asian aunt's culture, where she grew up, and I don't remember exactly where she grew up. I want to say she was Korean. She had just been used to, you know, whenever dinner is served and that sort of thing, she was used to serving the family. And, you know, she was the one who would pick up dishes and, you know, do the dishwashing, that sort of thing. That was just what she was used to. So when she did that at my grandmother's house, my grandmother was, oh no. She didn't like that. So she kind of saw it as a way of her trying to move in on her territory, when I don't think that was the reason at all. She wasn't trying to show up my grandmother. She was actually, I think, trying to be polite. And she's like, well, you know, this woman invited me into her home, and, you know, she helped feed me and my family. I'm going to pay her back by, you know, helping her clean up and helping her, you know, that sort of thing. I think that's how it was supposed to be meant, but you know how some people are. They get really defensive when you step into their comfort zone and you kind of disturb it. And I think that's kind of the reason why my grandmother is, or was, I should say, she's no longer around, why she was the way she was. She was just, again, they're just certain ways that you are used to certain things. But yeah, there's no exception when it comes to race. I mean, heck, I've never been to Japan, but I've spoken to several people who've actually been to Japan, and who've actually even lived in Japan. And yeah, in Japan, there's a lot of racism. Again, it's not something you generally see, Because when you think of Japan, what do you think of? Like for me, I think of, you know, what most Americans think of. We think of anime, and we think of J-pop, and we think of card games, you know, that sort of stuff. That kind of whimsical, kind of fun, silly kind of thing, you know, where Japan makes really crazy commercials and, oh, hi, gazelles. You know, that sort of thing. You don't see the dark underbelly until you really go there and pay attention to it. And they're like, yeah, there's definitely racism here. And again, some of it you could justify, because like there are some people who just absolutely hate Americans. They don't matter what color you are, they just do not like Americans. Which, again, when you look at their history, you can't really blame them, because, you know, obviously World War II, we dropped 2 nukes on them. We literally nuked 2 of their cities. And a lot of people died. And not only did a lot of people die from that, but even the survivors, they were actually, in some cases, some may say they were cursed with surviving. So they had to live with the massive burns on their body. They developed cancers and just all kinds of terrible things. So some people, especially the older generation, they just do not like Americans. But then, of course, that same generation, there are some people who have realized, okay, we were probably, you know, we were wrong in World War II. Because, again, you know, when you start peeling back the layers, you realize, okay, Japan, they're angry at America for dropping the nukes on them, but at the same time, Japan did some pretty terrible stuff. You know, the enslaving of Koreans was done by Japan. A lot of people don't talk about that. There was also this one guy, I forget his name, but he was essentially the Asian angel of death, where he would take people not only from Korea but from other countries, and he would experiment on them while they were alive, while they were conscious. And he would cut into them and take out organs. I heard a story, I don't know if this is true, but I heard a story that one time he wanted to see what a heart would look like beating outside the human body. And so he did it. Didn't even put the person under, he just cut them open and pulled their heart out. And I'm like, ow. You know, it's a war crime. You obviously can't excuse that. So yeah, we're all victims, yet we're all a little guilty too. And you had mentioned South Korea. Yeah, there's racism in South Korea too. Again, most of the racism I've heard of in South Korea was Koreans disliking Japanese. Again, because it kind of ties back to what I had just mentioned, to that guy who was doing all that crazy stuff. And not just him. There was like, he had like a whole unit of like a military base where they did all that stuff. It's really horrible, and I feel bad because I can't remember. Let me look up his name. What is his name? Let's see, Asian. Okay, I think this is him. Let me read over this real quick. Well, at least this is one of them. Surgeon General Shiro Ishii was a Japanese microbiologist, army medical officer, and war criminal who was granted immunity by the USA after serving as the director of Unit 731, a biological warfare unit of the Imperial Japanese Army. Is this the guy? I sincerely don't remember his name. War crime immunity, death. I think this is it though, Unit 731. Oh, here we go. That undertook lethal human experimentation during the Second Sino-Japanese War from 1937 to 1945 of World War II. It was responsible for some of the most notorious war crimes carried out by Imperial Japan. Unit 731 was based at the Pingfang district of Harbin, the largest gas chamber in the Japanese puppet state of Manchukuo, now northeast China, and had active branch offices throughout China and Southeast Asia. So yeah, it looks like this is the guy. But yeah, I remember watching a documentary, and that he was just kind of mentioned. They didn't really go into hardcore deep detail, but there are documentaries about this dude. I'm pretty sure. He did some really horrible things to people, and it's still kind of crap that he actually kind of got away with it because he was pardoned by the USA, which is stupid. But yeah, Unit 731. That's the thing I was thinking of. It was just some of the stuff I've heard about them doing is just hideous. It's horrible. So yeah, the Koreans. Well, not only that, not only for the experimentations, but a lot of Korean women were were basically taken by the Japanese and used as pleasure slaves, if you know what I mean. So yeah, a lot of female Koreans really do not like Japanese men. I'm sure a lot of them have realized, time has passed and generations have passed, so things have gotten better. But still, I mean, it's hard to forget stuff like that, and I don't. And again, I can't say that I blame them. But yeah, if you ever wanted to, I mean, that's the thing. I love learning about history, even though some of it is really bloody and disgusting at times. But it kind of really, I guess that's kind of why I can take things into perspective, how things are happening right now and how things were, and I can kind of see the progression if there was any. So we've had some progression, but mostly not. There you go. That's pretty much all I can say about it. But yeah. Let me think what else. Other places of racism. Obviously, people in India do not like a lot of British people, for obvious reasons. A lot of people don't like British people for obvious reasons. You can't take over half the world forcibly and then expect people to not be upset with you. So there's that. Let me see. A lot of the Aboriginal tribes in Australia really do not like white people, again for obvious reasons, because they've been treated badly, and there are some extremely racist people in Australia. I didn't realize how bad it was until I've actually got a couple of friends that I've met through writing that are Australian. Very nice people. But yeah, they've been very vocal about
Got it.
others in their country who are just flat out racist. If you have a different color skin, some people just do not like you down there, no matter who you are. You can be black, you can be Aboriginal, you can be Hispanic, you can be Indian. They just do not like you. True. South Africa during apartheid. That's another big spot. China, in a way, China is just so big, and they border several countries. You can actually probably zoom into each of their borders, and there's probably clusters of people who do not like, them, and vice versa. Oh crap. I just saw them. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay, fat man, come here. We're gonna make this funny. Let's do it. Come here. Bam! How many did I get? Oh, well, there's one that's jumping out at me. Okay, I don't want to do another fat man. Uganda, especially, I don't know too much about Uganda. I've not heard about that. But pretty much any country out there that's been taken over by another, again, there's probably some racism there, one way or the other. And again, in some cases, you can't really blame them. Like, I've heard of Native Americans who do not like white people at all. Do not. And again, all things considered, it's like, can you blame them? Because here in the States, there are not very many Native American people left. I mean, there's a few. They still have the tribes, and they still have their some pieces of their land. But even now, all these years later, there are governments, or our government especially, that's trying to find ways to screw them again out of some of their land. Like there was a pipeline that was being built a few years ago, or that was they were trying to build it. Oh man, this guy has a lot of health. They were trying to build it, but obviously the Native Americans who had claim to that land, it was legally theirs. They were against it because the pipeline ran right next to a river that they used for drinking water. And so obviously you don't want that river to become contaminated in case there's a spill. And so they protested, and unfortunately a lot of them were treated very badly during the protests, similar to what you're seeing now. There you bastard. Yeah, it was pretty bad. And then when all was said and done, unfortunately they lost. And that company was allowed to make the pipeline, and they're like, oh, there's not going to be any problems with it, the pipeline will be fine. And then sure enough, I'm not kidding, there's already been like 2 major spills, and of course it contaminated the water. So yeah, their concerns were well founded, you know. And again, I can fully understand why they would probably look at white men and be like, no, I don't want you around here anymore. You've taken almost everything from us. I mean, seriously, there used to be millions of Native Americans. I'm talking like 100 million of them. Now there's, what, maybe 2 million of them? They've all been killed, man. They're all dead. I feel for him, man, because again, I've got some roots in Native Americans. I won't say that I'm like 50% Native American because I sincerely don't know. But based on what I've been told by my family, we do have some roots with Native Americans. So I just kind of leave it at that. But I'm not trying to play the Native American card or anything. That'd be unfair. But still, I feel for him, man. Just think of imagine just owning a home, and you paid for that home, and you worked that home, and you basically worked your entire life to make that home beautiful and amazing, and then someone just comes along and just takes it from you. And no matter what you do, no matter how you try and bargain with them, they're just like, no, we're taking this. Of course you'd fight for your land, and then if you lose because you're just overwhelmed, there's going to be bitterness there. So yeah, I don't blame them necessarily for being racist. Although I would hope they wouldn't be, because again, there are some good white people out there. But yeah, that's kind of how some of these things get breed, you know, or should I say get bred. James says, saw a documentary where the Chinese are contracting all over Africa, causing those tensions. It's possible. You know what? I think I remember hearing something about this. Is what they're doing is they are covertly trying to start up small civil wars. And so once that war gets going, obviously there are going to be certain sides to that civil war. And so what they'll do is they will pick a side that they think is most likely to work with their government, the CCP, and they will support them and send them things like money and weapons and whatnot so that they eventually win. But they won't just give them that stuff. They'll actually give it to them as a loan. So they have to pay it back. Like if they send you $100 million, you now owe them $100 million. But most people will take it because when you're in a war and supplies are low, you get a little desperate. So you just take what you can get. Get away! Oops. Sorry. Don't scare me like that, dude. Anyway. So, yeah, they're basically forcing a lot of these countries into debt. And so they now owe the CCP money. And so when the CCP comes around and says, hey, you owe us money, and that country has no way to pay them back, guess what's going to happen? The CCP gets to install a new government that is even more favorable to them, that lets them essentially fleece the country and the people. I'm like, wow, that's insidious right there, man. They purposely go in, like I said, I've heard about that stuff that you had mentioned, where they purposely go start up conflicts covertly so that they can be seen as just like an outsider coming in trying to help. That's messed up, man. Ooh, Nuka Cola. Any news on Fallout 5 coming? It's gonna be years. Don't even think about it. If you, cause think of it this way, what is it? It's already been like 2 years since they announced Elder Scrolls 6, and we're not gonna see that game until at least like 2023, at least. So yeah, don't get your hopes up for Fallout 5 anytime soon. I'm gonna think Fallout 5 will probably be 2024. They're gonna make us wait a really long time because they're gonna try and continue to fill the void with Fallout 76. Oh my god, a Brahmin couch. What in the F? They're gonna try to fill the void with Fallout 76. Just try to fleece us for as much money as they can. And then eventually they'll give us Fallout 5, and hopefully by then they will have realized that they need a new engine. Because, I mean, this engine it does okay, but again, it's old. It needs to be upgraded, like seriously upgraded. Okay, so we've cleared that area. Where else do we need to go? World of Refreshment. I think I've already been here. Yeah, I think I've already been there. I've already been to Dry Rock Gulch. Let's go to Galactic Zone. I may get jumped here. I don't know what's going on with me, man. I feel like I cannot get enough sleep. No matter what I do. I just cannot get enough sleep. The only good thing is that since I've felt tired like this, it's been easier to fall asleep. So I guess that's good.
What was that?
Like, last night, I just went and I just put my head down, and usually I'll put like a video on or something on my tablet to help me go to sleep. But I didn't even do that. I was like, screw it. I'm just gonna... I set the tablet aside, I put my head down, and I was out in like a minute. So I'm tired, you know, and I'm able to fall asleep, which is weird for me because I usually struggle to fall asleep, but not last night. Okay, I think we're going to have a little party with them again. Come on. There we go. Let me try to sneak in here and see how many there are right here. My fear is that they're spread all over the park. I may have to attack and get them to kind of congregate in this area. Oh crap, there's another one right there. Yeah, I may have to start with mines. Yeah, Fallout 5's not going to be for a long time, dude. And given all the problems that Bethesda has had over the last few years, don't hold your breath. I imagine they're going to probably make the same mistake again. They're going to rush the game out and try to recoup some money really quickly, and the first few months at least are going to be a bug-filled travesty. If I end up having to walk that back years down the line, I'd actually be happy. You know, if 2023 hits and somebody's like, hey, didn't you say that it was going to be a terrible game and it's this amazing game? I would gladly be like, yeah, I was wrong. I'm so glad I was wrong. Please make me wrong. Prove me wrong. I don't think they will, but it'd be nice. Okay, I think I'm gonna get them to flow out to me. Oops, wrong gun. Alright, let's see. Let me just pop one in here real quick. There's one. I'm trying to get them to come out like right there, so I can just throw a nuke at them. Actually, do I have a Nuka grenade? I don't think I do. Damn, no Nuka grenade. Okay. I do have some plasmas. Man, that guy's legendary. Bam!
There's nothing like the taste of warm blood.
No. I'm not going to buy 76. In fact, I think it was Dre asked me about it last night. And I told him, I was like, you know, if somebody buys me 76, I'll obviously try it, because it was a gift. But I will not buy that game. I absolutely refuse to. Because it's just, it's, oh no! Ah, shit. Well, actually, hold on, that's not so bad. I just saw what that guy was wearing. That's not so bad. I can still collect the pieces, but I'll just have to go get a frame. He's wearing the Nuka... Yeah, he's wearing the Nuka armor. Look at that. Ugh. Yeah, he's wearing the Quantum Exo-1 armor. Ugh. At least I can grab it from him. I just have to go get a frame now. But yeah, it's just, that game is... Again, if you enjoy it, that's great. I'm glad, but... I can't blame people for being extraordinarily pissed at Bethesda for all that crap they pulled. Because it's essentially a game, at least it feels to me, it's a game that they essentially constructed a series of problems and they tried to sell you back the solution. You know, that's very underhanded. Getting a little low on ammo there, huh? But yeah, it's just terrible because I mean, they purposely make a game difficult in a certain way, and instead of letting you work in the game, within the construct of the game, to get that solution on your own, they instead sell it to you for real world money. And that's, I hate that.
To prevent limb loss,
yeah, I just don't like
refrain
that.
from leaning over
seems
the
very
railings at the
underhanded
Gator
too.
Wrestling Show. Thank you.
Again, you have to, and again, this is kind of rehashing what I said, I think it was last night or the night before, when Dre asked about it, is that when you have a, you know, a free-to-play game, like one free-to-play game that I actually enjoyed was Star Trek Online. Okay. No monthly fee, you don't have to pay for the game, you can just go and download it right now, and you'll be playing in just a few minutes. And you get, and the cool thing about Star Trek Online is you do get the entire game. There are a few things that are locked, obviously, but the cool thing is that within the game itself, you have the ability to just work your way up and be able to earn those rewards. So if you don't want to spend money, you can do it that way. It's a little harder, obviously, but you can still get away without having to actually spend real-world money. But with Fallout 76, you paid, when it first came out, you paid $60 just to get the game. Then they had the Fallout First thing, which was like $100 a year, or $14 a month. And then on top of that, they said that they were only going to do cosmetic microtransactions, and of course now they're not doing that. Now they're doing microtransactions for all kinds of stuff, not just cosmetic stuff that gives you an advantage in game, which is dumb. So anybody that has a deep pocket can win, which is basically the definition of pay to win. Let's see. In the Galactic Zone grounds. Okay, so there's one more in here that I've not found, and then there's one more just out in the world. Holy crap. I have no idea where this other one is. Oh man, is that going to be a pain in the butt to find? I really have no clue where that is. And that's all the info it gives me. I think I should just, again, I should just go download a map where all the locations are and try to remember if I've been to certain places. But yeah, there's only 2 star cores left. Well, the thing is, the only reason for that I was going to get the star core, or the star cores, was because I wanted the power armor that was in here. And that guy put the power armor on and came out and attacked me. And now I have it. So I guess there's really no other point to getting them. I mean, I could get them and try to power up the rest of the area. I mean, just as like an achievement. But I don't need to get into them now because he did me that favor. Huh. I sub. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, I still can't use this thing, can I? Yeah, no power. Gotta bounce. Alright, thanks for hanging out, dude. I think I already had that key. Speaking of bounce, I think my dinner is bouncing in my stomach. Oh, man. I suddenly feel really nauseous. Oh, crap, this sucks. I always feel a little nauseous. Just because I've had nausea pretty much my entire life. I don't know why. A lot of people think it's because of the head injury that I had, which kind of makes sense. But even the doctors were like, well, we don't know if that's really the reason. So I've always felt a little nauseous. But I feel very nauseous right now, like I'm going to puke. It doesn't feel like it, though, if you know what I mean. It's like it feels ugly, but I don't have that kind of feeling where like I'm going to vomit. I know that's the most amazing thing y'all wanted to hear right now, but... hold on, we'll see if it passes. It'll hopefully just pass here in a minute. If not, then I'm going to say, oh, I got to be right back because I'm going to go vomit. But I may not even say anything. So if I just pause for no reason, that's why. Do I really want to spend time trying to find this damn star core? I don't really need it now. Yeah, because I've already cleared out these areas. Let's see, Nuka World Junkyard. Power plant. Dunmore Homestead. Oh, that's right. I wish I could turn that into a settlement. Cubologist camp. I wonder what the Cubologists are doing now. I'll actually go over there and check on them. I'm sorry, the Hubologist, Drew. I call him Hubologist. But they say Hubologist because it's after Hubble. Let's see how they've been doing. The spaceship is still lit up. Any news on the NFL? There is some news, at least here locally in Texas. What's his name? Dak Prescott, the QB for the Cowboys. He signed a franchise tag, which basically means a couple of things. One is that he's guaranteed to play for the Cowboys in this upcoming season. And two, that he and the Cowboys are still trying to work out a long-term deal for like 5 years. But obviously he's trying to get as much money as he can. I am not crazy about that though at all. And the biggest reason is that, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Dak. I really do. He has so much potential. He has very little downside. As far as I can see, he's a good runner. I mean, he's not the fastest QB, but he is a good runner. He's a good scrambler. He has a strong arm. He understands defense as well. He doesn't make very many dumb mistakes. I mean, overall, he's just a pretty good quarterback. Ah, get off me, bugs. My problem that I'm having with him right now is he hasn't done anything. What I mean by that is, yes, he's put up some very good numbers. He's put up some amazing stats. Again, his passing yards, his running yards, his completion percentage, all that. But when it comes down to it, it's going to be, okay, how many conference championships has he won us? Which is 0. How many times has he actually been to the conference championship? 0. And of course, that gives you the answer to the following question, which is, how many Super Bowls has he won us? 0. And again, never been to the Super Bowl. Has, I think, is it 1 or 2 playoff wins? I think it's 1 or 2. I can't remember exactly how much it is. But again, he hasn't even been to the NFC Championship game. Yet, he's asking for money that you would usually pay somebody that has won you at least 1 Super Bowl. He's asking for Aaron Rodgers type money. And Aaron Rodgers, I think he deserves that money because he has won a Super Bowl. He has been to the championship several times. He's pretty much always in the playoffs. And it can be argued that he has essentially carried that team several seasons on his back, even when he was injured. So, if Aaron Rodgers deserves that money, I say yes. Does Dak? No, because he's not proven himself yet. You know who can go and ask for money like that right now that's still quite young? The Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Because, again, record breaker, had an amazing rookie year, has a Super Bowl already under his belt, and the kid's young. He's like 24 years old. So, yeah, you want to sign that guy for 6 years, $130 million. But for Dak, I just don't. I mean, he could be great, but I just don't see it right now. He hasn't proven himself. If he had won a Super Bowl, or if he had at least gotten to the NFC Championship, then I think he'd have more of a leg to stand on. But right now, I don't see that he's worth the money he's asking. Because he wants something like $40 million a year for 5 years, which would make him, which would make him the highest paid player in the NFL. And I think the reason why he's pushing it is because he knows Jerry can afford it. But again, if I'm going to put that much money, if I'm going to put that much money into a single player, you better be able to carry my team. If you don't deliver a Super Bowl, he will never hear the end of it. Never. And I think rightfully so. Because if you pay somebody $40 million a year and they don't deliver a Super Bowl, I mean, that's $40 million you've wasted. As far as I'm concerned. I really do hope he does. I hope that he's able to play really well this year, because I think that's what he was trying to do last year. That's the reason he kept holding out. Is at the beginning of the season, he was doing really well. Like the first 5-6 games, he was doing amazingly well. And I think at that point, that's when he was asking for like $35 million, but then his head got a little big because he was doing so well. And so he was like, no, I want $40 million. And Jerry Jones was like, that's too much money. And so he just kind of let it slide. And then Dak started, not doing so well. And it kind of blew up in his face a little bit because, again, they had a good team last year, but at the end of the year, they weren't even in the playoffs. I mean, kid wants $40 million a year, yet he got them to 8-8. An insanely average season. I just don't see how you pay somebody $40 million for that. If you're Tom Brady and you have a consistent record of getting, 10 wins every season, almost your entire career, then yes, you pay him $40 million. Because again, looking back on his career, would you say that he was not worth that $40 million? Hell no. The guy has 6 Super Bowl rings. Of course, I'm comparing Dak to arguably the greatest of all time, but Still, I mean, if you want to take somebody even less than that, Russell Wilson. Russell, again, consistently has his team, you know, winning 10 games every year. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's been to the Super Bowl twice. He's won one of them. So yes, Russell Wilson can ask for $40 million a year and probably get it. But can Dak? No, because he's not done anything. Patrick Mahomes can, because he won a Super Bowl. In fact, look at the last few Super Bowl winning quarterbacks out there. Any of them can probably argue a good chunk of change, but not Dak. I still think the amount that he's getting even this season is too much. I don't see the point in doing that. And I remember even when was that ammo? Yeah, it is. I remember when Tony Romo got signed to that big deal. I think his deal was something like 5 years, $108 million, something like that, which was a lot of money. Still is a lot of money, but it was really a lot of money back then. And I as much as I like Tony Romo, I even thought that he was not worth it. Because again, same thing. He had so many 8-8 seasons. He can't carry the team. He tried to, but he couldn't. Okay, this nausea is not passing. I almost feel like if I just go and vomit, I'll feel better. I guess that's a good thing I didn't put the camera on, because I would look terrible right now. Tony Romo actually wasn't bad. He wasn't. Again, if you look at just the numbers, he was actually an amazing quarterback. But the problem with Tony is I think only 1, maybe 2 years of his entire career did he have a running back that could help him. I mean, the guy was making 40, 50 passes a game. Not because he necessarily wanted to, but because he had to. He had no running game. And before that, for the first 6, 7 years of his career as a starter, he didn't have a line. He had no offensive line. It was only later in his career that they finally started drafting offensive linemen and getting him a good line. But before that, I mean, poor Tony was getting sacked left and right. That's why he got hurt so much. Because he was getting just pulverized for years. And again, he started his career before they started implementing all those new rules for quarterbacks, where you can't hit the quarterback high or low or anything like that. Really, how did those flies survive that? But anyways, yeah, I mean, he was actually not a bad quarterback. I still think he's pretty good. But yeah, he did get hurt a lot. But again, the reason he got hurt a lot was because he just didn't have a lot of protection. And by the end of his career, his body was so fragile that even the smallest hits were really hurting him. So, yeah. And I think it's finally time to go puke. I'll be right back. No, it's not a heart attack. No. I'm fine. Just that, like I said, that nausea was just, oh my god. I actually didn't puke. But again, it's like it's coming in waves right now. It's like, oh, crap. If it keeps coming back, I'm probably just gonna have to go lay down, man. Cause yeah, like I said, I'm used to a little nausea, but I don't know why, but tonight it's just really bad. Damn rats, die! Hate you, damn rats. Oh, wow, I'm actually getting low on ammo. I need to switch to a different gun. Okay, well, I think I've pretty much cleared out all the... Oh, I have to go kill the pack. No, that doesn't cause nausea. That's not one of the symptoms. My stomach has always been a little weird, so that's why I'm not freaking out that I'm getting little brushes of nausea here. But yeah, sometimes it just gets really, really bad. Help defend the visitor center. Ugh, again. I mean, I don't feel sick, so to speak. Like, I don't have a fever or anything like that. I'm not getting aches. So yeah, it's definitely not what you were saying it is. But yeah, it happens. Okay, this is gonna be a battle. Crap, what can I go in there with? Let's try this and also equip some fire. Yes, I did eat. But I ate several hours ago, so it's not food poisoning. Because I've had food poisoning before, and yeah, this is not. Crap, I'm getting slaughtered here. Get off me, dog. This gun is usually a bit better when I have some distance between me and enemies. And right now they're kind of on top of me. That's what I get for eating them chitlins. You ate chitlins! God. Here, have some fire. How did I end up with 137 fusion cores? I think it's because I learned the trick to this gun. Is like see, it says I have 292. That's basically the amount of charges that I have left in that one fusion core. But if I do this, put the gun away, bring it back. Oh, it didn't do it this time. Oh wait, oh, I know what I have to do. Hold on. I think if I do this, switch to a different gun. Okay, put that gun away. I think this is what I was doing. Haha, look at that. Full ammo again. Gotta love those bugs. Okay, somebody apparently is over here. I wonder if it's a dog. I think it's a dog that's stuck in a cage. Let me go loot Mason real quick. What a Dork. Can't believe people actually followed him. Mason's such a dork. Okay, I think the rest are dogs. Oh wait, no, hold on. There's one more. Oh, it's a pack gazelle. Okay, they can't get to me. I'll just leave them in their cage.
Weed in there and wipe 'em out. She was nice enough to take the one ghoul left without a brain and give him a free job. Game on!
Get away, doggy. I still don't remember what to do with the tickets. I want to say something here takes the tickets. I just don't know what to do with them. I don't remember. Here we go. Let's get with a ghoul chair. Yeah. Look at that. It's still alive, too. That's so weird.
So this big idiot decides he's gonna challenge me to a drinking contest. Guess he figures
Yeah, I'm
he'll
just
be
chilling.
a fool in front of all the nice folks in the
Things could be
comment
worse.
section. So he lumbers up to me, comes up to my table, tells me he can drink me under the table. But well, you can try me. So everybody gathers around because it's clear this is gonna be the coolest thing that happens all night.
Oh, dang it. Nuka Town backstage. There's probably going to be more of them back here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, oh, God. Ah, gorilla. Give me that gorilla meat. Mmm.
Who's there?
If this is just another damn prank, I'm gonna be pissed.
When are you gonna start bringing it?
Yeah, I'm getting nailed here. Oh boy, that was rough. Mole rat. There, mole rat. Yeah, I've got a lot of guns from these guys. Oh, who's that? Oh, that's a captive. Okay, so we'll leave them alone. Okay, that answers that question. I was like, do they have anybody in here? Apparently they do. Oh, there's a cat in there too. Oh no, I gotta save the cat. Okay, let's see. Colorful pink undergarments. Yes. Exactly what we need are more undergarments.
Ain't my fight. Was hoping for more of a fight. I do.
gun is so damn long. She just looks at me like, hi? A lot of junk in here. She's like, I'm just sweeping. I'm not doing anything wrong. Yeah, the slaves are still in here. Who's over here? Nobody? Oh, I bet it's a mole rat. Actually, wait. Oh, there it is, the dog. Oh, there's a bear in here, too. Hi, bear. Kind of want to let him out, but I think he'll get aggressive and bring him out. I think that, yeah. Damn it, poor doggy. He's ready to attack. Apparently they were feeding him stuff. Ooh, shocking puncturing yellow rocket bat. Mystery bacon. Mirelurk eggs and all kinds of good stuff back here. Nothing over here. Well, let's see. If the bear comes out, we'll just have to deal with it.
Yes.
Well, he's not moving. He doesn't look dead either. Yeah, you stay there, dude. I'm just gonna grab this stuff they have. Okay, we're good. I think that's all of them. Let's see. Speak to Mackenzie Bridgman. Who's Mackenzie? I think she's one of the slaves. Ah, kitty.
assholes won't do. Think about it. Here's a little something which I know you all heard pieces.
Oh, okay, well, it's a new day, boss. We all owe you one. Now what can I do for you?
Boss, I can't believe it. You killed the raiders. All of them. I have to ask, why?
You and the other traders were being treated like slaves. I had to put an end to it.
Well, you certainly did that. I've thought about this day for a long time. Dreamed about it, really. Though I never thought I'd see that dream come true. Now that it has, I'm left with a question that I don't know the answer to. What happens next?
What do you want to happen?
I think we should keep this place going, like the way it used to be. Only now, we can use the money we bring in to make our lives better. Before you go, there's one last thing I need to say. Thank you. Sincerely, from all of us. Thank you. Wherever the road takes you, know that you'll always be welcomed back here in Nuka World. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to figure out a way to safely remove these collars.
The boss comes calling. What's your pleasure today?
What have you got?
The medicine you need to set yourself free. I've got chems of all kinds for you, boss. Just tell me what you need.
Just here to pick up some supplies, boss.
As long as you keep your eyes on the merchandise and off of me, I'm happy to do business.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
No more raiders. If this is a dream, don't wake me up.
Guns, ammo, you know the deal.
Why do I have to pay for this stuff? I'm the Ophir boss, remember?
Like any market, this place needs caps to run. Whether it's for payoffs, bribes, you name it. I don't mean any offense, boss. It's just the way things run around here.
Sure. Let's take a look.
All right.
Supplies of all kinds.
Don't worry about me. I'll stay in line.
Okay. Is Mallrats just like, hey, he's friendly, so I'll just leave him alone. Oh gosh, that guy's in bad shape.
The gangs are gone. It's like a weight's been lifted off us. Thanks.
Where are their enemies now? I don't see anything. Okay, take two. There. Finally got another settler. It took forever. I think this is the new guy. Yeah, he's just doing farm. Okay, that's good. That's fine. As long as he's assigned to food, which it looks like he is. Okay. So we got a guard. We've got two farmers. We've got somebody in there. Oh, did I see somebody come in here? Nope. Alright. Still need more people. Got lots of potatoes that aren't being tended. Let me see if I can give this woman some armor now.
Let's trade.
Okay.
Let's see, let's give her a better gun. Combat shotgun. We'll give her a laser pistol. Well, actually, not. Laser rifle. There we go. And that takes fusion cells. Chest piece, helmet, left leg, right arm, right leg. So they still need a left arm. I'll just give him one of these. Should be alright. There we go. You look like you're better prepared for the job. Let me go grab. Let's see, it should be one over here. Power armor frame.
Institute? I ain't scared of them. No, really. I swear.
I'd love to talk, but I have matters to attend to.
Mayor McDonough.
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City. Now, excuse me. Far too busy to talk right now. I'm the mayor, after all. I have somewhere to be. Sorry. Excuse me, but I'm very busy right now.
McDonough.
Enjoy your stay in Diamond City.
He does not
Now,
want to talk to me.
excuse Far
Read
too
the
busy
paper,
to talk
lady.
right now.
Trust me.
I'm the mayor, after all.
I'm trying to remember, doesn't he... I think he's going somewhere right now where I can kind of follow him. Let me see what he does here. I want to follow him.
from the Commonwealth.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there he is. Oh, he just came right back. Okay. What are you doing, man? Yeah, he keeps coming back in. Okay, now he's going back out. I'll give him a moment. See if he comes back again. Nope, guess he's going out. Okay. Okay, I don't see him out here. He wouldn't have gotten very far. He'd only be like right out here. They're battling some dogs over there. I don't see him anywhere. That sucks. I can't even follow him. Is he over here battling the dogs? I don't think so, but... Yeah, he's got his guard on the dog. I thought that guard's gonna be killed. I'm trying to help him out. Ow! I didn't even see this guy. Are they flanking me? Oh yeah, some of them are flanking me. I'll go up here, make it harder for him. Okay, I think the guard finally died. I'll pick up all this meat. Oh wait, there's another dog. Oh, didn't mean to pick you up. Okay, I think there was one dog went over there, but... I guess at this point, the only thing I can really do is just run around getting a bunch of legendaries for my never-ending submachine gun. That's nice. and go around getting a bunch of legendaries for all my guards. Sorry, you're dead, buddy. I think that was all of them. Yeah. And I still don't know where Mayor McDonough went. I know he's I know he is a synth. So I kinda wanna know where he's going. I destroyed this gun too. Let's see, where's that dog at? Here he is. Ooh, they got hit by super mutants. Oh, they're still fighting him too. There goes one guard. Oh, I ducked out of the way. I'm surprised this guard is still alive, actually.
Made it. This time.
The guard put up a fight. Not this guy, but this other guy did. Man, there's still a battle going on over there. All your guns. Oh, now the shooting stops. They're like, shh, he's coming. Oh, there's the shooting again. Reminds me of when we were kids. And my mom was dating this man.
I suggest we take as much as we can carry.
And he was, I guess, sorta like a father figure. Sorta. and he would put us to bed relatively early, you know, so that he and my mom and their friends could, you know, just hang out and play cards and stuff like that. And he'd be like, "All right, y'all be quiet and go to bed." Okay, fine. Go to bed. Oh God. And of course, we wouldn't really go to sleep. We would just be in there, and we'd start making jokes and doing silly things. And every now and then he'd come in and be like, "Hey, I told y'all to go to sleep." And then of course we all play like we're asleep. Like sometimes he'd open the door and he was ready to say something, but we'd be all acting like we were asleep. And he'd be like, It's kind of funny. Oh, I think they're all... Oh, I know who's fighting. It's the Raiders versus some super mutants on the roof. Oh, another guard died over here. Yeah, these guys are always fighting each other. They're always fighting over that damn bridge. And they're at the very top. Can I get over there? Through here? I don't think there's a way right here. I think I have to go around. Oh, that's right. I think I have to go inside the building to get up there.
What? Who's there?
Oh, there they are.
I'll find you!
Oh, they dropped their gun.
Where'd that little bitch go?
I still think that's funny. I've got this massive gun, guy just comes running at me with a knife. So advice for your friend. Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Oh man, I think I'm gonna go lay down. I'm getting hit with nausea again. Yeah, I think I just need to go lay down and hopefully I'll pass. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully we'll play some Link Evolution. Play some more Pendulums.